Happy Wednesday, mamas. I'm Kia Williams, and welcome to Yoga Wednesdays, the place where you get yoga specifically designed to help you juggle life and kids without burning out. So in this 30-minute practice today, we're going to focus on being present. The idea of practicing presence has been kind of top of mind for me in the last few weeks or so. About a month ago, my husband came home from work early, which was great, but when he came home, he was carrying the infamous UPS box. Now, everybody in my house knows what daddy carrying a UPS box means. The kids know it means that daddy bought them new stuff, and I assume, notice the word assume, that my husband bought stuff we don't need, right? So my husband came home early, the kids are happy that daddy brought them stuff, and I am annoyed, right? So instead of poo-pooing on everybody's parade that day in that moment, I decided to take my attitude-having butt downstairs to finish prepping dinner. And I noticed that as I was cleaning the greens for dinner, that my body was doing the work of a cook, but my mind was constantly going over the incident that just happened where I was annoyed and I thought my husband had did something as minor as it was that I didn't like. And I realized very quickly that I wasn't doing myself any favors in that situation. See, we do that a lot as women. We ruminate over something that happened in the past, and what may have only happened in real life one time. When we continuously think about it, our body responds as if it's happening over and over and over again. And that can completely stress us out and give us kind of chronic disorders that we obviously don't intend. So what does all this have to do with yoga? When we practice presence, practice being present, we put ourselves fully in this moment, which means if we're fully focused in this moment, we're not focusing on that thing that somebody did to us a week ago, a year ago, 10 years ago that pissed us off, right? And this is a practice. One of the really cool things about yoga practice here on our mats is that every time you come to your mat, if you've gone to a studio, you've gone to a gym, your yoga teacher probably said something to you like, come back to your breath, notice your breath. And I will say things like that to you throughout this whole practice and every time you do come practice with me. Because when you focus on your breath, you are focusing on a thing that is happening right now. It is our presence anchor, our breath is. Because we don't breathe in the past and we don't breathe in the future. We're breathing right now. So that's what we're going to focus on in this practice. The point is, the quicker we can let go of the BS that happened to us in the past, the happier, healthier, and less stressed we'll be in the present moment. So as we go through our poses today, I want you to think about that. Coming back to your breath, coming back to the sensations in your body, the things that are happening right now, and allowing yourself to let go of the things that are no longer happening. So come on and take a comfortable seat. That seat might be cross-legged like I am. You could sit on a little blanket. I just have a little throw blanket. Or you can sit any way that makes you feel comfortable. Roll your shoulders back and down. Bring your hands to your thighs. Palms can face down, palms can face up, however you feel comfortable. Go ahead and close your eyes here. Take a moment to notice yourself. Take a moment to notice how you're feeling. Letting go of anything that's gone on outside of this space. The kids might be downstairs, noise might be happening, but none of that is your concern right now because you've made accommodations for you to be in this moment for yourself. And then as you're ready, start to notice your breath. Anchoring yourself in this moment, not changing it. Just noticing what the breath feels like as it enters your nostrils, as it goes down your windpipe, as it fills your lungs, and then as it takes this journey back out of your body, through your windpipe, and out through your nostrils. And then begin to softly deepen that breath. So as you inhale through the nose, fill the lungs up fully. Let the ribs expand, let the belly poke out. And as you exhale through the nose, empty the lungs out fully. Everything collapses back in. Draw the navel in towards the spine at the bottom of the exhale. Continue with this breath. This deep diaphragmatic breath is what helps us calm our nerves, literally, brings our stress level down, and helps us to find focus in this moment. Take a few more deep, conscious breaths. Feel the muscles of your body relax as you do so. And then bring your hands together at the center of your heart. Bow your forehead down towards your own fingers, bowing into this space that is yours and yours alone, this sacred space of self-care that you have created for yourself today. And let's seal our intention of focusing on being present today by chanting Om together just one time. Om being the sound of all there is. Let's take a big inhale through the nose. Softly opening your eyes, lifting your head and releasing your hands. And then moving any props that you had underneath of you and slowly bringing yourself into all fours or table on your mat. So in table pose, we have our wrists underneath our shoulders and our knees underneath our hips. And if you have a mirror, it might be a little bit easier to check yourself out in the beginning. But as you practice, you'll start to feel your way into this. Roll your inner arms towards each other. Feel your pec muscles, your chest muscles turn on here to support your arms in their sockets. And let's start with a couple of cat-cows to warm up the spine. So inhale, sink the belly down. Let the gaze turn up, really stretch through the abdomen. And then exhale, draw the navel into the spine, chin to chest, come into cat pose. Do that a couple of more times. Inhale, sinking the belly down, arch the back. Exhale, round it all in, firm up the belly here. One more time. Inhale, sinking the belly down, turn the gaze up, shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, pull it all back in like a cat in water. And on your next inhale, come back to your neutral spine. Roll those inner arms back in towards each other. And let's send the right leg back behind you. So I am opposite you. I'm going to mirror you here on this video. So remember that. All right, so sending the right leg back. Lift it up about hip height and flex the toes down towards the floor. So we want to get really firm here. And you can choose to keep both hands down or take the left arm and reach it forward. So you want to be a straight line from your fingertips all the way back through your heels. And let's do a little bit of ab work. So inhale, reach, and then exhale, draw the elbow and the knee together and round the spine. Inhale, reach out, and then exhale, draw it all in. So your modification here is inhaling without the arm and exhaling, drawing just the leg in. One more, whichever level you choose. Inhale, reach, and exhale, draw it back in. Reach back out, hold that spinal balance nice and strong in the belly. Turn those right toes down towards the floor. And then exhale, release the hand and the knee. And let's switch sides. So inhale, the left leg goes back. Flex the toes down towards the floor. So we're squaring off the hips, getting really sturdy in our hip sockets here. And then if you choose, then the right arm reaches forward. Same deal here. Inhale, get really long, like somebody's pulling you from end to end. Exhale, pull it all back together. Inhale, reach out nice and long. Exhale, pull it all back together. Remember your modifications. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it all in. And last one, inhale, reach it out. And exhale, pull it all back in. Reach out one last time and hold it there. Feel that left glute turn on. So we're firming our butt cheeks a little bit. And then exhale, lower the hand and the knee. Come back to that table pose. Very important, roll those inner arms in towards each other. Curl your toes here. Inhale, lift your knees up just about 4 inches. Not very far at all. Belly is turned on, shoulders are starting to work a little bit more here. If you're shaking, you're working, okay? Inhale, exhale, send your belly back towards your thighs. Get really long in the spine here, right? So you're gonna sink the chest towards the thighs. Spread your fingers out nice and wide. Claw the mat down with your finger pads to find your grip. And then on your next exhale, straighten out the legs. Lift the hips. Adho Mukha Svanasana, or downward facing dog. So there are options here in down dog, guys, right? Nobody said your legs had to be straight in downward facing dog. Your knees can be bent and your heels can come up, if that allows you to straighten your spine. If you're pretty good and you've been practicing, you're pretty loose in the back of the legs, then go ahead and go for straight legs and reach the heels down towards the floor. Take one more breath here. And we're going to start to move to our standing poses. So inhale, look past the hands. Take as many steps as you need to find the top of your mat. Once you get there, let your feet be hip distance apart. And ladies, your hips aren't that wide. We're only talking about 3 or 4 inches here apart. And let the crown of the head reach down towards the floor. Take your right hand to your left elbow and vice versa, and hang in a ragdoll. So we're at the beginning of class. If you need to keep a slight bend or even a generous bend to the knee, go for it. Right? Listen to your body. If you feel like swaying side to side, go for it. If you feel like staying still, go for it. Come back to your breath. Come back to the sensations that are occurring right now. Taking dominion over your own thoughts and being in this moment. Feel the space between your shoulder blades stretch out. Feel the back of the legs stretch out. And then releasing the fingertips down to the floor. Inhale, bring the belly to the thighs, get really small. And exhale, uncurl yourself, articulate through the spine. Come all the way up to standing. Roll the shoulders back. Finding yourself in Tadasana at the top of your mat. If you're new to practicing, let your feet continue to be about hip distance apart. If you feel pretty balanced, then go ahead and bring the base of your big toes together and let there be some separation in your heels. Only about 2 inches of separation. Roll the shoulders back. Draw the lower belly in and relax the shoulders away from the ears. Bring your awareness to your feet now. Lift up all 10 of your toes and then place them back down one at a time. Right? Get a nice wide base for yourself. Lift the arches of your feet and feel the outer edges of your feet root down. So root down underneath the base of your big toe, base of your pinky toe, and either side of your heels to create a nice firm foundation for you. Bring your awareness to your knees, let them be soft, never locked. And then draw the tailbone down towards the floor so we're not getting the sexy back going on here. Right, roll the shoulders away from your ears once again and feel tall and strong, Tadasana, meaning mountain pose. So we're going to modify our first Surya Namaskar A, or sun salutation. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, press the palms together. And then exhale, keep the back straight as you hinge forward at the hips. Reach the fingertips down to the floor. And check yourself out once again, right? Check the back of your legs, relax the neck. Let your upper body hang out here. On an inhale, bring your hands to the shins, roll your shoulder blades back. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, bow in, bend the knees if you need to, press the palms, and step one foot back into the other. So come into a plank, high push-up position. We want to try to be a straight line from the crown of our head all the way back through our heels, okay? If this feels uncomfortable or too challenging for you, drop your knees, come into a modified plank, and we'll build the strength towards full plank as we continue practicing, okay? So wherever you are, on an exhale, bend the elbows just 90 degrees. Let the inner arms hug the rib cage. Elbows face back. We're not going all the way down, girls. Inhale, push back up. We just did a push-up. Rock on. Let's do it again. Exhale, bend the elbows just to 90. Inhale, push back up. Good news is we're going all the way down to our bellies this time. Exhale, bend the elbows down to 90. Take one breath here. And then lower all the way down to your belly. Maybe scoot yourself back so you're not face planting into the floor like I am. Draw the hands back towards your breastbone and roll the shoulders back. So we're all going to do Bhujangasana for the first go round here. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Bhujangasana or Cobra's pose. So you know you're really rocking out Cobra if you can let your hands go and not let anything else be sacrificed. Okay? On an exhale, lower your chest. And then press yourself back up, curl your toes here, lift your hips, come back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Find a breath here. On an inhale, lift your right leg skyward. Okay, so we're not going to get all fancy pants and open the hip this time. We're going to keep the toes squared off to the floor, so we're stabilizing in our hips. And remember that poor little left heel, let it keep sinking down to the floor. Spread your fingers out. Inhale, look past your hands and step that right foot forward. We're going to keep all 10 toes facing this side of your mat here. So slide your left toes back, get really deep into this lunge. First option here is to drop the knee, okay? Knee can stay down or knee can stay lifted. Wherever you are, bring your hands up to your right thigh. And we're really going to get into our left hip flexor here. So roll your shoulders back. And let's all bring our hands to our waist. Draw your waistline back. That might mean bending your knee a little bit. And that's all good. Shoulders away from the ears. Feel your leg get long here. Once you're there, you can hold this pelvis nice and stable. Then stretch the heel back out. Right? So a stable pelvis is what helps us keep away low back pain. Right? And it also balances back out after we've been wearing heels all week. Okay, from here, reach your fingertips forward, draw your arms back, and then reach your arms up to the sky. Find this pose, sink into it. Right? Feel good about it, even if it doesn't feel really good. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands back down to your waist. Spin all 4 corners of this back foot down onto the floor. So we're going to move into Virabhadrasana 1. Right, so we're still working the hips towards square. I'm no dancer, so my hips don't perfectly square, but we're working that way. Reach your arms up, take one big breath in Warrior 1, and then exhale, release the hands behind you and clasp your fingers. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, open up, feel the chest stretch out, and then exhale, hinge forward, humble warrior. So we're working the crown of the head towards the instep of the right foot here. So try to avoid doing one of these numbers. Bring it back here. Energetically reaching the knuckles up towards the ceiling. And I say energetically because if you're tight in the shoulders right now, then your knuckles might be down here. It's all good. It's all yoga. Be kind to yourself. Take one more breath here. And as you inhale, slowly make your way back up. Reach the arms up, come to the ball of that back foot once again. And then exhale, bring the palms down to the floor. Step the right foot back, come back into your high push-up or plank position. Remember, your option is to drop the knees, right? Exhale, bend the elbows just to 90. If you're coming all the way down to Bhujangasana, come to your belly. Inhale, come to upward facing dog, right? So this is the more advanced option, up dog, just the tops of the feet and the hands on the mat. Or, we're back where we were at the beginning, okay? Whatever floats your boat, it's your practice. Exhale, roll over your toes, lift your hips. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. So down dog is a semi-inversion, right? It's also a forward fold, and forward folds help us to calm our nervous system. It literally brings our heart rates down. So take a breath, come back to your center. And let's do the other side, okay? So inhale, the left leg comes up. Square the hips off, square the toes down to the floor. Feel how much more effort it takes to do that as opposed to wobbling out and doing that. There's a place for it all. Right? Inhale, look past the hands, and step that left foot forward. Slide the right toes back. Soften down into your lunge. Get the legs right. And remember, if you want to drop the knee, drop the knee. It's your practice, your options. Bring the hands to the thighs. Lift the upper torso, roll the shoulders back. And then as you're ready, bring your hands to your waist. Check yourself out. Sometimes you can bring your fingers to your own belly and notice whether you're kind of spilling out this way or whether you're firming the belly and drawing the waistline back. In this pose, you want to draw the waistline back. Okay? Reach the fingertips forward and then reach them up. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe even let your pinkies spin in towards each other. See how straight and strong you can get that back leg to be. Take one more breath. And then exhale, bring the hands back down to the waist. Turn the back foot out, so it's about a 45-degree angle for Virabhadrasana 1, and reach the arms up. Still drawing that waistline back. We're still stretching in that right hip flexor. On an exhale, release your hands. Lace them the way that's least comfortable for you this time, okay? Inhale, open up the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. So crown of the head, aiming towards the instep of the left foot this time, and energetically reaching the knuckles up towards the ceiling, okay? Listen to your body. All right, so yoga might be uncomfortable sometimes, but it should never be painful. Right? That's not part of our philosophy, no pain, no gain. No pain is good, okay? Take one more breath. Inhale, draw yourself back up to standing. Release your hands, reach back up skyward. Turn to the ball of that back foot, come back into your lunge. And then exhale, bring the palms down to the floor. Step the left foot back, find your high push-up. This is where we start to work strength into our shoulders. Exhale, elbows to 90. Inhale, shift forward, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, over the toes, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Come into your breath. Come into your body. Be present for yourself. One more breath here. And on an inhale, look past the hands. Step as many times as you need to find the feet at the top of the mat. Okay? Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, uncurl yourself, come all the way up to standing. Roll the shoulders back. And let's do some balancing poses, shall we? My favorite, least favorite pose, standing pigeon, right? So shift the weight into your right foot and bring your left leg just above the knee, your left ankle just above your right knee, okay? Bring your hands to prayer. Flex into that left foot, nice and strong, strong ankles, and then the standing leg. So this is standing pigeon. You can hang out here. Start to feel the back of the hip, the piriformis stretch out on the left side. Okay? If you feel like you need a little bit more, the more you hinge forward, the deeper the stretch in the back of the hip, and the more challenge there is to your balance. Okay? So you can come as far forward as you see fit. Here, you can even reach the fingertips down. So this is preparation for flying pigeon. We're not going to do that today. We'll work our way into that. Okay? Come back to your breath. Always breathing, right? If you stop breathing, that means you're not living, right? Inhale, bring yourself back up to standing. Good, we're not done yet. Bring your hands clasped right in front of your knee. Give yourself a hug. Okay? First option, stay just like this, but bring your right hand to your hip. Okay? If you feel good and stretched out in your hamstrings, the back of your legs, take your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toe here. Create a circle by binding your big thumb, as if your thumb isn't big, your thumb and your index finger, and then stretch the foot out forward. Hasta Padangusthasana, standing hand to big toe. Take one more breath. And then exhale, release. Ooh-wee, girl, shake that out. And let's do the other side. So shift the weight into your left foot this time, and take your right ankle across. Right? Flex into your right ankle, bring your hands to prayer. Bend the standing leg. Okay? So straight up and down is awesome sauce. This is where we have the most balance. Head over shoulders, shoulders over hip. We're most balanced here. Challenge your balance and stretch out the back of the hip by hinging forward. So if you have really tight inner thighs too, you might feel it a little bit here. Right, you decide where you go. You want to reach the fingers down to the floor? Go for it. your practice. Okay? Take one more breath wherever you decided to be. And if you reach down for the floor, come on back up with us. And then slowly bring yourself back up to standing. Don't punk out yet. Grab the front of this knee. Roll the shoulders back. Okay? Either staying here, just bring the hand to the hip. Your left hand is down to the hip and stay here. Good stuff. Firm belly. Stay straight up and down. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. Or go peace fingers and take the bind to the toe. Okay? You do not have to straighten your leg out all the way. This is perfectly acceptable. Right? There is no right and wrong in yoga. Be nice to yourself. Take one more breath. Wherever you are, exhale, release. Roll the shoulders back. Take a big inhale, reach up. Let's clear it all out. Exhale, hinge forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, uncurl yourself. Come all the way up to standing. Come to the top of the mat. We'll take one vinyasa down before we get to the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up, look past the thumbs. Exhale, hinge forward at the hips. Uttanasana. Inhale, come to halfway up artist. So your hands can be here to your shins, or if you're pretty stretched out now, fingertips can stay down. Exhale, bow in, press the palms. Step back, or if you want to take a little hop back, lower down. Inhale, shift forward, or Mukha. Exhale, over the toes. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a breath. Let it out. One more time, cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Let it out the mouth. Bring the knees down to the floor. If it's comfortable, sit the hips back to the heels. Roll the shoulders back. From Vajrasana, let's get some ab work in, shall we? So shift your weight to one side, bring your feet in front of you. We're gonna do the slowest sit-ups you've ever done in your life, okay? And it's for our own good. Bring your hands underneath your thighs, roll yourself all the way down to your back, okay? Let your feet be flat, hip distance apart. Reach the arms behind you, up over your ears. Take a big breath in, and then exhale. Here we go, nice and slow. Bring the hands up. Slowly bring your upper body up. Ooh, child, let me see you talk through that one. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, lower down, nice and slow. One vertebrae hits the floor at a time. Shoulders, neck, and head last to come into place. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale, round it up. Try to keep those feet pressing. Use your strength, not your momentum. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, roll it all the way down. One backbone at a time. Inhale, reach overhead. We only got two more girls. Here we go. Exhale, roll it up. Glue those feet down to the floor, if you will. Reach forward. Exhale, roll it all back in. Inhale, reach overhead. Last one, I promise. Exhale, roll it all up. Reach forward. Exhale, roll it all back down. Inhale, reach overhead. Very nice. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a snuggle. Rock gently left to right. And let's work into our back bends, right? So if you're like me, you have a big old ponytail behind you that keeps your head from laying flat on your mat. Remove that, right? So we don't want to create any imbalance or any instability in our neck and our head. Everything nice and flat when we go into back bends. Draw your heels as close to your butt cheeks as you can get them, girl. All right? You might even be able to touch your heels. That's great. Look down to one side. You should see the outer edges of your feet. That's about how far your feet need to be. And let your toes face the top edge of your mat. So we're going to do bridge for the first time. Inhale, tuck your pelvis in, lift your hips up. Bring your hands underneath of your hips and lace them. And then roll side to side. Bring your shoulder blades as close together as you can. And then use the muscles in your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, to press your hip bones towards the ceiling.
Right? Really good stretch in your shoulders. Really good stretch the whole front of your body, all the way from your shoulders down to your knees. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, release your hands, come all the way back down. Good. We're going to go right back into another back bend. You can do that same exact one, which is bridge or step to Bandhasana. Or if you want to try a more advanced version, we'll go into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Right, so if you're going into bridge, once again, you're going to lift your hips, bring your hands underneath, release your hands, right? Roll your shoulder blades together. If you're going into step to Bandhasana, move gingerly, bring your hands next to your ears. Be mindful of that hair you just let out, talking to myself, and help push yourself up, right? So we're trying to press the chest towards the back of your mat. That's how we get the openness in the chest. Find one more breath wherever you are. And then slowly, wherever you are, bring yourself back down. Tuck your chin if you're coming from bridge, or sorry, if you're coming from wheel. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock gently left and right. Come back to center. Start to rock gently forwards and backwards. Come all the way up to seated. And I'm going to face you this time. Extend your legs out long. Okay. Upavista Konasana. Sit up nice and tall. We're going to take a little stretch to our side body. So take your right hand inside of your right leg. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale, reach over. Right. So we're stretching into this left side body here. Maybe turn your gaze past this armpit. Feel as if someone's pulling those fingertips over. Take one more breath. Exhale, round the spine. Walk your hands as far forward towards the front or side edge of your mat as you can. Send your tailbone back, feel the inner thighs stretch out here. Take one breath. Inhale, walk your hands back in. And let's go the other way. So left hand inside of the left foot. Inhale the right arm up. And exhale, reach. Try to keep both hiney cheeks down on the mat here, right? So we don't want to roll over. Keep them nice and firmly planted. Stay energetic in your feet. Roll your chest open. One more breath. Exhale, round the spine. Walk those hands towards the center one more time. Get as long as you can. Now, your chest may be totally on the floor. Don't let my inhibitions or my lack of flexibility stop you. If you can fold deeper, fold deeper. If you can't fold that deep, this is still right. Okay? Take one more breath. And then exhale, walk your hands back in. Draw your feet together. Bend your knees. Turn on lengthwise on your mat. Hands underneath of your thighs. Slowly roll all the way down to your back. Let's get a nice spinal twist in here. So lengthen out the right leg. Draw the left knee into your chest. Give it a good hug. Maybe roll your ankle. Other way. And then just relax it. Okay? Take your right hand on your left knee and take your left arm out to the side. Press the palm down. And then exhale. Draw that knee across the body for a reclining twist. Now, options for your neck here. If you have any neck problems, keep looking towards the ceiling. Okay? If you're feeling pretty good, turn to look over your extended arm. Okay? Take a breath. Inhale, come back to center. And then release the leg. And let's do the other side. So pull the left leg, or we're on the right side, pull the right leg in. Take your left hand to your right knee and your right arm out to a T. And then go ahead and cross that leg over the body. Okay? It's not important whether the knee touches the floor. It may not. What's more important is that your shoulders stay planted down. We always want to twist with a straight spine, and our shoulders staying down helps us keep our spine straight. I don't want to walk out of here all zigzag. Maybe turn your gaze over the extended arm. Take one more breath. Ooh, chiropractic adjustment. Did you hear that? Inhale, come back to center. And then bring both knees in to meet it. Exhale, lift the forehead towards your knees. Curl into a little ball. And then exhale, release. Extend the legs out long. Okay? So here is your blessed opportunity to do nothing. This is corpse pose, savasana. Let the feet be even wider than your mat. Let your arms be about 8 to 10 inches away from your torso, and let the palms face up. Draw your shoulder blades underneath of you. Close your eyes. Then take a couple of cleansing breaths together. So inhale through the nose, fill up fully, open the mouth, let it out. Do that again. Inhale, fill up. Let it out. One more time. Make a lot of noise. Let your family think you're weird. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it out. Beautiful. Start to come back into your body here. Closing your eyes. Start to notice the sensations in your body. Notice your clothes on your skin, the temperature in the room. And we're going to systematically relax our body, starting with your feet. Noticing your toes and then relaxing your toes. Relaxing your feet. Relaxing your ankles. Relax your calves and the muscles around your knees. Relax your thighs. Let the muscles feel as if they're falling away from the thigh bone. Relax your pelvis and your glutes. Relax your abdominals. Letting them move as they naturally would. Let them expand as you inhale and relax as you exhale. Relax your chest. Let your shoulders be heavy as your chest expands. Relax your arms, the muscles around your elbows. Relax your forearms, your hands, and all 10 fingers, allowing them to naturally curve in toward your palms as they relax. Relax your neck, your jaw, and the muscles in your face. Just allowing yourself to be in this moment, to breathe, to know that all is well, to know that you are good and taken care of in this moment. Softly bringing your awareness back into your body. Begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers and your ankles and your wrists. Maybe rock your head left to right. Start to wake your body up slowly. And bend your knees. Place your feet flat on the floor. Reach your right arm up by your ear. Slowly turn to lay on your right side. You can use that right arm as a pillow. And gently rest in the fetal position, eyes closed. Giving ourselves the grace to wake up slowly. And then using your left hand, eyes stay closed, gently push yourself up to a comfortable seat.
That where we started, comfortable seat. Now I want you to be comfortable. So if you have that blanket or if you have a meditation cushion, sit on the edge of that so that your spine can be as long as possible. And just bring your hands to your knees or to your lap. And close your eyes. Bring your index finger and your thumb together. Keep the good energy in. Come back to that intention that we started of being present. Being in this moment. Being with the breath. On your next inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Press the palms together. Exhale, draw the hands back into heart center. And turn your gaze down towards your fingers, bowing once again into that space. Allowing yourself to be filled to overflowing with gratitude and thanksgiving for all that you do for your body each and every day, and for taking extra good care of yourself this Wednesday. May we continue throughout the rest of our week being fully focused and fully present in this moment, and letting go of the bullshit of our lives as quickly as possible so that we may be happy and healthy mamas. The divine in me honors and salutes the divine in you. Namaste. Softly opening your eyes, releasing your hands. I really hope that you enjoyed this video today, Mama, and that you continue to use the practices that we did today to help you feel more mindful in your everyday life. And remember that the key to a consistent practice is practicing off of our mats. So I encourage you, your mission, should you choose to accept it today, to think of just one thing you can do this week to help you feel more present in your everyday life with your family and with your kids. Tell us all about that one thing you're going to do in the comments below this video. By the way, if you feel like you need a little explanation of the poses and practices that we do here on Yoga Wednesdays, feel free to follow me on Periscope. My handle there is @NourishedMother, and you can join me for my free and live yoga tutorials that I do each and every month. Last but not least, if you liked this video, I would so appreciate if you spread the love and shared it with your friends. Just forward the email that I sent you with this video link in it to anyone you think might be interested, and they can have direct access to this video as well. Thank you so much for spending your Wednesday with me today. And until next time, Mama, stay happy, healthy, and passionate about life. Take care.